He's joining
There he
now.
is.
Hey,
There's
Jay.
J-Dog. Look
Hey,
at
hey.
growing his hair out. Look at that dude. I was just down.
I don't know how I got in. It just popped up on the screen all of a sudden if I wanted to join.
Look at that dude.
Oh, God love you.
I was just in
so
Mississippi
sweet.
with him last night,
That's
and I didn't see that hair like that. He had it all held back with a hat on. Look at that, man.
All right, so I'll go ahead and get this started. So I'll introduce everybody.
Yeah.
For those that don't know me, I'm Kelly Severe. I am the editor-in-chief of Venom Magazine. So we are actually interviewing today One Day Alive, and Jason is actually part of One Day Alive and Saving Abel. And they are doing a show on April 27th with 0 Hour. So we've got Teej, Leit here from 0 Hour. So let's kick it off. Speaking of those shows, Randy, do you want to tell us about the one you got coming up?
Sure. So most of me and the drummer Garfield, we're from the Cincinnati, Kentucky area. The band's kind of spread out. So I grew up playing here in Erlanger, Kentucky. We're going to do a show, kind of our kickoff pre-tour show. So we can play, for everybody that's been there through the years. And that's this coming Saturday, April 27th. One Day Alive is going to be there. TJ and 0 Hour is going to be there. Devil You Know is going to be there. They're a cover band. I used to play with all those guys when I started out. They're great musicians. Skipping Stone, is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it Stones? I don't want to say it wrong.
Yeah,
it's going to be there. And there's another band coming too.
Fixed Remains.
Yes.
Fixed Remains. I've been too busy. I don't remember anything anymore. And Jason's going to be there. He's going to be there jamming with us Saturday night for sure. I think he's playing drums or something like that. You're drummer, right? Drummer now?
That was my first love, actually. Was it?
Was it
really?
Guitar,
you know how to play the drums? I didn't know that.
Not anymore. No, I when I was younger.
That's funny.
It turned out my stepdad preferred the guitar. That's where I landed.
Oh, well, you're very good at it.
Well, thank you.
So
hey, is that your album behind you that went Myrrh?
Yeah, that's a couple for this.
Did you catch this?
Addicted, Canada. One of the bottoms when we went gold many years ago, and that's platinum for the single.
That's awesome.
What? That's that song. What'd you say? Addicted?
That was one of them.
I don't recall that song.
That was a massive hit.
I don't recall hearing that.
So then, being a part of Saving Abel.
That's a now 29 back there.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
So that's how long ago that was.
Yeah, dude. If you like guitars, his house is like a wonderland for him. I've been
in
in rooms he's in before, man, and he's got guitars. He's got they're everywhere. He's got like Frankenstein guitars I saw up there. Look like they were like half built and stuff. I don't know what he's doing up there to him, but he's got some cool stuff. And he's got an original Nintendo in there.
Oh yeah.
Aw.
I saw it. Yeah, buddy.
Like where you got lifted up and push it in?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Super Mario 3 on that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, buddy. So we're doing the Peacock show, Erlanger, Kentucky. There's a link in here if it worked right for me. It should be in there. The tickets are moving right now. They just this last few days they started moving. There is a discount code. I was just told in here somewhere. Oh man, if I can remember it right, Garfield actually came in and said, "Don't forget to tell everybody about the discount code." I think it's ODA 25, and it's like 25% off right now while we're doing this.
Oh, nice.
And if you get tickets right now while we're on here, so that'll give everybody a little bit of a break. They're cheap anyway. I'm a cheap guy, So we're gonna keep it real. So everybody come out, man. I want to play for everybody here one more time on this stage where I started playing when I was like 17, sneaking into the place and all that good stuff. And then we are heading out on the parental advisory tour.
And that's with Tantric, right?
Yep.
Josie Scott Saliva.
Josie Scott, original voice of Saliva, Trap, Tantric, Edema, One Day
That's awesome.
Alive.
That's so
Yeah, it's
awesome.
great. We
Congrats,
can't
you
wait to get out
guys.
there. Thanks, man. So we're
Yeah,
ready to
we'll come see ya.
roll. We also have on the 26th, this Friday. I don't know how it hasn't been out there enough lately with everything going on with the tour. But we are releasing a special song that was given to us to perform in this band by this fellow right here with the cool long hair. The follow up to that one with the platinum album behind you guys for Addicted. It's called Addicted Again, and that's coming out this Friday, April 26th. So
And that's a killer song too. You guys go listen to it. It is good.
Yeah, you heard the demo of it. It
is very, very
it's
good.
Addicted Again.
Yeah, it's really,
That's
really good.
what it is. And
I've
I'm
heard
really
it.
pumped. It was
I like it.
Yep,
So,
it was really cool. I didn't even know that he had it, and we were in the studio, and he's like, "Man, I got addicted again," basically. So we
That's
redid
what I got
everything. It's an
to
awesome
keep it.
song. It was different. It was intimidating to do. That song was such a
oh, I'm
hit.
sure.
Doing the
Yeah,
the follow up,
that song
with Jason looking
really
at
was
you
a
through the
hit.
glass when you're
It was
singing in the
huge.
studio. So addicted, yeah.
Yeah.
And so everybody come out, man, and catch a show on tour. Definitely come Saturday. I'm as excited about that show as I am any of them being
So
here.
speaking of touring, Jason, how excited are you to be locked in a little space with your best friend Randy? I know Garfield's super excited.
That's
Yeah, Garfield can't wait.
yeah. Rich tells me not to worry, that he'll keep him calm and
Keep me alive.
He's got his hands full on that one. Oh my God.
It's fine.
that's why we'll have our own bunk, so that's kind of our escape. You know what I mean?
Oh, I picked my bunk out yesterday, and mine's right across from yours. Yeah, it's directly across on the other side.
You
So
would be trying to point that out.
He's gonna
That's
be reaching
hilarious.
across. Jason, wake up.
they miss me when I'm gone. They do.
So, Jason, you have done a ton of touring with Saving Abel, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, for those bands that are on my page that are newer and they're just now starting out, they've never been on tour, this would be their first tour, what advice would you give to somebody that's just brand new to touring or brand new to this scene, period?
I mean, there's a lot, but I would say, at face value, like your attitudes and stuff like that have to be checked at the door. You should be out there for why you originally started playing music, and that's to have the fun. Because there's a lot of there's a lot of ups and downs with touring, and for me, when I'm out there, I try to focus on that. The reason I started it to begin with, but and you have to have a business guy. You have to have somebody that understands that you're running a business for you to be able to relax and have fun. So that would be, two pieces of advice. Run it like a business, and check your attitudes at the door. Just be out there to play music, because there's going to be some local tech guy at a venue that has he's over it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
And so you could get into situations like that, and you just have to pull back and and just enjoy the situation you're in. Play the music.
I love it. Yeah. So how did you and Randy end up meeting? That was a long time ago, right?
That's we can't really talk about that.
Were you stalking him?
Yeah. No, just
I
through
knew
music, man, playing and mutual people and things like that. And then I gave him a song. He heard a song. The first song the band wrote was the ballad song, actually, Nowhere. And he was like, kind of like, man, this is a really good song. Actually, I think he said, man, I got that Nowhere stuck in my head. And he ended up coming in and producing this because he's a great producer too. You might not know that about him. And I mean, he's been at least a co-producer or a full producer on all of our songs so far. And then we just kept going, and I think we were in the studio and he was producing, and he was like, "Man, I got this riff, and I think it'd be good for y'all." And I had a melody for it, and it ended up being "Bringing on the Pain." And then he just kind of started one thing led to another. And but I need to know, Jason, of all them personalities you just said, am I the businessman in this band? Is that?
No,
You're the businessman.
you're
Oh, okay. I
I
just
was
thought
gonna say
maybe you were
that's
just
trouble.
kind of hinting that I was the guy, for the business side. I wasn't
Yeah, I was
sure.
trying to sell Randy off for a date like a couple weeks ago, and nobody
Nobody, not
ever
one.
cash at me. Yeah, I never got a dime.
No, I'm still sitting here waiting, man. I'm a lonely single guy here. Thought I was the businessman of the band, but apparently not. So, and
What's
TJ,
that,
he's
buddy?
got 6 feet out that just come out that's rocking,
Yeah, and you
rocking and rolling.
And you were actually on that with him, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. I kind of, I live close to the studio where we do a lot of demoing that and where they did the same stuff. And I saw his car and I just kind of walked in and I was like, hey, man, look, I'm going to do this right now.
Stalking again,
Yep.
huh?
Yeah, so I just made up a line and sang it.
He did, and then we played it back, and we were still recording, and that's when he said, "That's fucking great." So that's actually we've turned that into like a marketing thing. So thanks,
I
Randy.
don't know who that was.
You totally should.
It was fun working with you though in the studio. It was fun working with Garfield too. Garfield was really making each one of the members really just kind of okay, cool. You've played it like that a million times. Try something different. And
Yeah.
we were
He'll
not
dab the
rewriting
hell
it,
out of
but we
you.
were making it better throughout. And ever since then, like the stuff we're writing now you can tell how we were writing before versus how we're writing now, and it's just evolved so much in just that short amount of time. And it was a lot of fun. And then you guys had me come out to the studio once or twice. The one time I came, Jason was there, and that was the first time I got to meet Jason. We were talking about cool stuff like the Miami Mall.
Oh yeah, that was aliens that landed or something, right?
Yeah.
we
Some
don't.
aliens come down. I don't know. TJ had me convinced I was in like Alabama or something that like in 2 hours aliens were coming to take us away when the eclipse happened, and I pulled
Oh my
over and
God.
waited and everything. I was
He
like,
waited.
man, looking at yeah, I did. It never happened.
That's
Didn't
hilarious.
happen.
It seems
They're
like
real.
you guys are really, really great at mentoring. Speaking of Garfield,
I'm not.
it's almost like how Jason mentored you guys, helped you, and it's almost like you guys doing the same thing with 0 Hour and kind of returning the favor, so to speak.
Yeah, man.
So Jay, you should be really, really proud of them. They're doing a really good job.
I am. Come a long
Yeah,
way.
they're very sweet.
Randy calls me more and more every week, it seems like. And first thing he goes, "Man, I was just talking to Jason. You know what he told me?" And he'll like give some friendly advice or something. He's like, "So I'm just gonna let you know, just keep doing what you're doing. I gotta go. Bye." And like hangs up on me. And I'm like, "What the hell?" And then he'll call me back 4 hours later and he'll be like, "Hey, so that song we were messing with the other day, I wrote like 4 more lines to it. I think that's $1 million hit." And I'm just like, we were just joking around, making up the most random thing in the world.
I gotta
So
have some different kinds of music, playing
yeah,
around. I like to write all kinds of different
it does.
stuff. If you
Did you
listen to
tell Jason
Jason,
about the
if you
opera you're
listen to
writing?
Jason, I'll generally cry and then get angry and yell and scream. That's what he says I do. But
Is that how it is recording? How is it recording with Randy in the studio?
Yes,
perfect.
Jason.
How is it recording with Randy in the studio, Jason?
I was about to say I can always tell when he's getting tired when his days are. He'll start singing in his emo.
My emo voice. He says that. He says I go up, in my nose. And when he does that, I think of that song every time. What was that song? That song. Perfect.
That's the voice.
That's the voice.
He's like, that's the voice. I don't think I do that.
It was pretty intimidating when I first got in there. I guess I had produced, before with my own stuff and everything, but it wasn't all on my shoulders, at that point. But once we got into the studio and, how things progressed kind of slowly, becoming better friends and getting in on the writing process and everything, it was really just like doing it like I'd always been doing it, except I knew that it was kind of riding on me to not waste 3 days recording a song, and then everybody be like, oh my God, that's awful. You know, one of those situations. But other than just little doubts here and there, it was a really great, a really fun process to be in there with these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is intimidating for for me anyway at first, you know. Even when you know somebody, I mean, if you think about it, when I started out, like I told him, I was like, man, it's weird how things work. I mean, shit, I used to cover his music. I was in there writing with him. After a minute, it's like, whoa. So that gets a little that lasted for about an hour, and then I was like, oh man, this is Jason.
Uh-uh. That's very
But man, one of the most songs I think that he fully produced was Just Tonight. I think that song sounds like those verses in that. I don't know what he did and how it happened. You know, I've played all my life, but I was very green in the studio. You know, so when I went in, I mean, this was like that album that we just recorded was like my first real full on experience. Other than going to record a song to get a show back in the day, you know, like I never went in and like made music like that with professionals before. And Just Tonight, I think that song is big.
It's good.
I love the sound, just the production of that one.
Every
And
single
that was
one of them are good in the production that you guys have.
yeah.
For even from your very beginning songs that you've got, they're so good.
Yeah.
The
Thank you.
everything is good.
Very
The sound, the vocals, the writing. You've got some good songs.
I appreciate it. We got another one that's going to come out after Addicted again. That's going to be a little bit veering off the track, a little different direction, which is pretty cool. A little more aggressive in some spots, you know.
Oh, I like it.
They let me be
That's
a
right up
little
my
more
alley.
emo in the verse, and it sounded cool. I didn't
It sounded.
use my my punk voice though.
I like how
Oh, not the
you
emo.
say. I like how you say that they let you finally use other things
Well, they
and you're
didn't
definitely
really let
better.
me. What I did is when they all left, I went into the studio and recorded the vocals while they were gone. That's actually what I did. I was like, I'm going to record this
that
emo style.
that I'm not surprised about.
But I'm really excited. That one I think is going to be called Never Again, and it's I think that song's going to be I think that's the song that tells us like I think this is who we are more, in my opinion. I think
That's
we're
pretty
really
cool.
kind of zoning in to our sound there.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet.
Well,
But Addicted again, April 26th, Friday. The show's Saturday at Peacocks in Erlanger. I hope everybody's getting tickets. There's some people on here right now, man. There's quite a few people on here. And
Yep.
Erlanger, Kentucky, 0 Hour, One Day Alive. Jay's going to be there. Bunch of other bands are going to be there. Go look at the link. I don't have a memory enough to say them all again. It's exhausting. There's going to be a bunch of killer bands there. Tickets, the link's in here. The link's also on like the One Day Alive page. It's on my page and all that good stuff. We're hoping everybody comes out that have been here and supported us through all the years. Because after this show, we're jumping in the bus and we're taking off. So we want everybody there rocking with us. And bring Jay a Kentucky show.
yeah.
I've been telling them, man, the last time we were there, these people rock.
There was a
We
shit
show
ton of
up.
people there last year.
People drink a lot in Kentucky, man. You got to some drinkers. That's what it is. I mean, they drink. They show up at like 7:00 and they're coming in drunk, cashing their ticket in. It's awesome. When you see that, you're like, man, this is going to be a great crowd. Everybody's warmed up and ready to go, you know?
Yeah.
It'll be a fun time for sure.
You guys are going to be heading out touring right around the same time that we're going to be heading out touring for Venom Magazine. So we're going to have Fender Stacks, 0 Hour, 6 Serenity coming to 6 different places. So first we're going to be hitting Richmond, Virginia. Then we're going to be hitting Memphis, Tennessee, Indianapolis, Detroit, Cheviot, and then Newport. So some opportunities for anyone that's listening, some opportunities with the magazine are there. So anyone, any bands, if you're wanting to do anything with us in the future, come and network. That's a huge networking opportunity. We will also be taking photos of the crowd to put into our July issue. Our July issue will be the follow-up tour issue. We will be putting photos there. We will have photo shoot areas set up for the crowd. So if you come dressed up, we want unique, we want edgy, come dressed up. We will take pictures of you. We will edit them and put them in the magazine. So if you want to be in print, that's a huge opportunity. And bands, we are also looking, there's other things in the works. So we are looking for future bands in those opportunities. So also May 9th and May 11th, Nudge from WBN will be joining us as our co-host for those two shows. So come out and see us. And I wish you guys all the success in the world.
Are you okay,
almost
Jason?
wiped out. Sorry, I almost wiped out on some dog toys.
Well,
Randy
that's how
muted
we will
himself.
end it then.
Randy muted himself
Why
again.
do I keep hitting that damn mic thing, man? You should have totally took the head dive, Jay.
It was
Oh
funny
my
because
God.
Randy's sitting there
I
going,
saw him wobble. Are you guys? Is Venom coming out to one of the shows on the tour?
We are. We're coming out. So after we do our tour, unfortunately, because I will be, the magazine got invited to go to the Creed 99 and Beyond cruise. So awesome. I will not be there for the April 27th show. But I will be going to the cruise. I will be interviewing Tantric. I will be there with Daltrey, asking questions of Creed, taking their pictures, playing basketball with Scott Stapp. So I will be sending lives of all of that and videos and everything to you guys too. But because I'm not able to make it to the April 27th show, I am going to come to you guys on May 31st. I'm going to photograph you for a cover of the magazine and give you a big spotlight in that.
That's
and be
back.
doing
That's the back in Ohio one, right?
That is
that's
back in
King of
Ohio.
Clubs.
That's King of Clubs. For anyone that's never been to King of Clubs, it's huge. It's a huge venue. It's going to be such a great show. Come out to King of Clubs May 31st.
And
come
April
see us. We'll all be
27th at Peacocks in Erlanger, Kentucky, so you can hang with all of us. Except Kelly, she's going to be out doing dunking on Scott Staff or something. Did you say your
I'm going to
favorite
bring my
basketball?
A game, or at least a solid C. We'll see what happens. I don't
right
know.
now, if you get tickets in the next hour for this show, use the code ODA25. It's a 25% discount. You also, if you buy tickets in threes, I think it's a discount, I was told. So do that. I wanted to say that one more time because you sound like you're just tired of us and ready to go.
I am never tired of you, Randy. Never.
So that's what I got. Until I'm done, I'll be like, oh, I forgot to tell everybody about this.
So is there anything else that you wanted to tell anybody?
April 27th, and thanks to everybody who's got tickets and planning on coming and all that stuff and streaming the music. I mean, we're in the millions of streams throughout this year. It's been crazy, and we appreciate everybody. And I'm super pumped that people want to hit play on me and ODA and 0 Hour. And all of us. So
keep streaming 0 Hour, 6 Feet, the one you guys did together. That is a freaking banger. That's such a good song. You guys did a good job.
Jay, well, I appreciate it, man. All of y'all. Jay, I'll see you here in about 36 hours, buddy. Don't be sad. We're going to be hanging out for like 5 straight weeks in a couple days.
Are you really going to start doing rehearsal now?
Yeah. I think we start Monday or Tuesday or something like that.
Jason, he tells me I do rehearsal too much. And I'm like, well, I'm always writing new stuff. And he's like, what are you doing Friday? I'm like, I have a rehearsal. He's like, God, you're doing it too much. I'm like, isn't that how you get better?
I just want somebody to hang out with when I'm bored.
Yeah,
I don't know.
he's just lonely.
That's what he's wanting.
But he never comes over. I told him, I was like, Randy, go hiking with me. He's like, nah, you get eaten by wolves.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
All right, guys.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me. And I will see you guys May 31st. I wish you guys all the success. Have fun at every single show and just live it up every single moment. It's going to be great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You guys
Thanks,
are awesome.
Kelly. We appreciate you, man.
I'll see you
And
You're
guys
see
this
everybody
Saturday.
Saturday, April 27th, Peacock. Tickets in the lake. See y'all.
All right.
That's
Bye,
right.
guys.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.